streaming there. And we are getting rid of that. And we are starting to stream.
We're going to need to print up
there.
Title cards for when you do things.
Yeah, seriously.
But let's try to break things up. And
low network connection.
Slow?
Record. No, on my phone. Low network connection. Record video, that's fine. Connection available. Will be posted as a live broadcast. Go live. Okay. All right, it's 6 o'clock on Wednesday. That means it's into the Derbyverse. My name is Big Poppa. The guy behind the camera is our CJ Watson. So we talk about everything in Southern California Derby related and their surrounding areas. So we're going to actually start out a new segment tonight, and that new segment is Things That I Like. It's the last Wednesday of the month. You know, if there's something I found, and we're going to go ahead and talk about that, and that sounds great. So if you haven't we haven't met before, my name is Big Poppa. I am an announcer and NSO here in Southern California. I'm going into my 7th season as an announcer, NSO coach for roller derby. I love the sport, so I love it. NSO means non-skating official. For those of you who don't know, CJ Watson, Mr. Captain Jupiter, is the non-initiated roller derby people. So we'll get that taken care of. But as we talked about, we're going to go ahead and talk about things that have happened in the weeks, give you kind of like a rundown of what's going on, what's coming up, talk about little things going on with the different organizations and stuff. Hey, Kathy, nice to see you. Chuck, good to see you, sir. If you haven't checked out Mr. Chuck Gay, he does his Chuck Takes. He is a photographer here in the Southern California area for roller derby. Very talented man, and he does his Chuck Takes. So basically, typically does that on a Monday, but today he kind of surprised us and did it on a Wednesday, so be sure to check him out. So that's Chuck Gay, also on Facebook, and you can also check him out on Chuck Gay Photography. Check out his stuff. Make sure you like and share his information. We put it up on our Facebook page and stuff, so he does some phenomenal pictures. I really do like that. He's caught a lot of good photography, so be sure to help and support him. So let's actually talk about what happens a couple weeks ago. Let's see, last time we had met, we were talking about the Sin City Junior Roller Derby Round Robin. That actually happened on the 23rd. That was this Saturday. That was out in Las Vegas. You had the participating team was the Sin City Junior Rollers, the Los Anarchists, and actually Duke City Marionettes. That's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So you had those groups out watching everything and getting that taken care of. Hello, young lady, Miss Bleak. How you doing? I know you're up in Canada getting some Canadian stuff taken care of. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. But they had a really nice junior little round robin tournament going on there. Really nice to see all that information and stuff. So be sure to check them out. You've got more juniors coming up. Winetown took on San Diego Roller Derby. That was over there. The Grapes of Wrath took on the San Diego Roller Derby Electras. Chuck talked about that in some further depth, so please check out Chuck Takes on that. But it was coming away with the win. It was the Grapes of Wrath coming around. The Electras played a hard-fought bout there, so that was really good to see, and we'll have those up on our Facebook page. Check out also Chuck Gay because he was a photographer there. But something that happened on Saturday, that was really good. Golden State Heat. That is the new MRDA team here in Los Angeles. That used to be the old Drive-By City Rollers, bang, bang, and also the Slick City. They actually had their home team showcase. They basically had an entire roster, and I'm talking entire 26 member roster. They broke that down into black and white, and it was phenomenal. They had new merchandise. I'll be wearing that next weekend. Actually, next broadcast, I'll show you their new merchandise for the Golden State Heat. And it was really good. It was black versus white. It stayed really close. You had players from San Diego. You had players from the East Coast coming out. You had players from Drive-By. You had players that used to be with Slick City. You had players that hadn't played since last World Cup, like in April. So that was really nice to see that. And again, it was held at Anarchy Hall. So they'll be playing at Anarchy Hall. That's here in Sun Valley, home of the Los Anarchists, the Junior Derby. And also, I know that they practice up at the up in Bakersfield also. So also check that out. So it was really nice to see that. That was phenomenal. So in case you did miss it, you can also check them out, keep an eye up on their Facebook page and see exactly what they have going on. We want to come back a couple weekends ago. That was Saturday, February 16th. That was the Diamond Mine Throwdown. Now, that was hosted by Diamond City Miners in Bakersfield. It was a round-robin tournament, but it was round-robin for both open and female division. So if you're not familiar with JRDA, Junior Roller Derby Association, they have two divisions. They have female division, which are teams that are all female, and also you have the open division, which are co-eds. So that was really nice. And they had teams in the open division was the Diamond City Miners, the Wasatch, Southside Revolution, and California Mayhem. Now, Wasatch was, Wasatch was Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Sorry, geography, really hard. That's why I use Google Maps or Waves. Wasatch, and then Southside Revolution was actually out of Seattle, and then California Mayhem was up north. So that was the open division. But also in the open division, you had the West Coast Junior Knockouts. Now, what's nice about the West Coast Junior Knockouts, they actually have they are actually ranked in both open and also female, but they are in all female teams. So, kudos for them. They actually stepped up because River City Riots had to step down, wasn't able to make it. So the Diamond Mine Throwdown reached out to them and see if they could, step up. So they did play both open and female. So the other female division, you have the Los Anarchists, the West Coast Junior Knockouts, and then Seattle Team Ultra. They came down. So they had all those teams. They started 7:45 a.m. on Saturday morning, and also did the same thing on Sunday. But what I really liked about that, the facility, it is an older roller rink, as far as wooden floors. Nice facility. They actually was able to fit everybody in there nicely. That was really nice. But I have to give it out to the kudos for the staff and the volunteers and the medics out there and stuff like that. That it ran smooth. I mean, that was really nice because they didn't break it up. Oh, we're going to do all the open here and all the female here. It just ran really smooth. So I really do like that. That was really nice to see that happening. But also that I had talked about that a little bit before, but JRDA has a rule that they started last year at the finals. Now, at the championships, the finals, there's two different tracks. There's all these people going on. But they had a rule that if you fouled out, if a skater fouled out, they would have to go directly to a chaperone and stay with the chaperone until the end of the game. I kind of like that. But what I really like, I think we need that for some adults. I think some adult skaters need some chaperones. But it was really nice. I really liked the way that they got that taken care of. I was the announcer out there. That was Irreverend Mike. He did the entire tournament solo on that. So kudos to Irreverend Mike from coming all the way up from San Diego to do that. But I actually did some NSO stuff. So that was nice. Scorekeeping and penalty box manager. So didn't get thrown out. So that was nice. So that's good. So you had that going on. Next up is the over in Los Anarchists. We'll talk about that next week, which is the Shamblock tournament. That's going to, again, have another round robin there, and hosted by the Los Anarchists in Anarchy Hall. So that'll be nice to see. Check that out. If you ever think about, wanting to volunteer, that would be a great opportunity, to check out. So be sure to check out their Facebook page and get that taken care of. Now, also, back on Saturday, February 16th, we had a couple events that had to get canceled because of weather. Weather's been crazy in Southern California if you're not familiar with it. Well, for Southern California, it was crazy. We had snow in the desert. We had some snow on the beach. We had houses coming down the mountainside. So it was crazy. We had, weather, just crazy weather like it is all over. Like right now, I think up in Eugene, Oregon, there's like a foot or two of snow. So it's just crazy. So the Red Rum Renegades, they had was scheduled their third annual Black and White Brawl. They actually had to cancel that because of weather, because unfortunately, the track was flooded. It's kind of hard to do roller derby in a flooded track. Now, if you were speed skating on like water skating, that would be great. Oh, yeah, Chuck, yeah, snow in Vegas too. Oh gosh, there was snow in Vegas. If you're ever familiar with going from California to Vegas, you've got, just as you come into State Line, you've got this huge mountain pass you've got to get through. I think it's like, what, 5,000 foot? I think it's like 5,000. They had that shut down, and it was shut down both ways. There were people that was just like, there's no other way to get home. There's not. So it was all the snow in Sin City. I didn't hear one when hell freezes. Yeah, because it's already frozen over. It was there. Now the other group that had to cancel their bout, that was the North County Derby Alliance. They actually had a President's Day scrimmage, a co-ed scrimmage. So they had to cancel due to weather. If you ever get a chance to get down to North County Derby Alliance, they are down in San Diego. I know that they have a new location that they have yet to announce, but they have a new location. What I really do like about North County Derby Alliance is that they, and their co-ed scrimmage, they actually also bring in the juniors, let the juniors come in. And a lot of times they'll have the juniors jam like every third jam. And I always thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. So that was really good. Now also you had the 2019 Angel City Derby soft launch. That actually happened on Saturday, February 16th. That was a good turnout there. They actually had all the leagues represented and the skaters skating, so that was good. But you also did have the San Fernando Valley Roller Derby, the double header. They actually had a double header that was at the lot there in Sylmar. Now, what was nice is they had the San Fernando Valley, they were taking on SoCal, and then you had a home bout. You had the Reseda Wreckers taking on the Balboa Bandits. So let's talk a little bit about the teams that were playing. It was San Fernando Valley Wipeouts. They were taking on the SoCal Cuttlefish. At the halftime, very close at halftime, it was 80-71 in favor of the Wipeouts. Okay, 9 points. Then something happened at halftime. The Wipeouts got their Wheaties, and they actually took the win. Not by much, but they did take the win, 173-147 in favor of the Wipeouts. Now, with the San Fernando Valley, they actually have their home teams. They have the Reseda Wreckers, the Balboa Bandits, the Topanga Mall Rats, and also the Van Nuys Valkyries. So each of them play each other, and then they have a home team championship. So, you had the Reseda Wreckers taking on the Balboa Bandits. At halftime, it was the Wreckers 54 and the Bandits 96. And then at the final, it was the Bandits taken away. They took the win, 185-116. So good job out there for that. So appreciate that. But again, they've got another kind of doubleheader coming up too. That is, check out their Facebook page. They actually have a doubleheader with San Fernando Valley Gnarlies taking on the West Coast Junior Knockouts, and then it's going to be I believe it's going to be the Wipeouts taking on the TKOs or the upcuts. I got to check more on that one, so we'll check that out. So hey Debbie, how you doing? Mr. Curtis, how you doing, sir? So yeah, be sure to check that out. That was really really good. Other things that we had happening on Sunday. What was really nice is the IEDD, Inland Empire Derby Divas, their C team, which is the Vixens. They actually had an open scrimmage. Their open scrimmage was with a combined team of the Coachella Valley Roller Girls and also Prison City. Very good game. I mean, majority of these skaters, this was their first scrimmage, their first bout. They finished some of their minimum skills and stuff, so being able to go out there and watch that was really really nice. It was a good bout. The first half was actually controlled by the Prison City Coachella Valley team, so that was really nice. Second half was amazing. Strong comeback from the Vixens. Strong comeback from the Vixens. It went down to the very last jam. And I'm not talking just the, last jam itself. I'm talking like the last 10, 15 seconds. And it was going into it, you had the Vixens having the lead, and then coming out of it, the Vixens jammer went to the jammer box. The Prison City Coachella Valley jammer, they took lead jammer on it and got that taken care of, and they took the win. Now, speaking of them tonight, they actually do have their open themed scrimmage. It's a co-ed scrimmage that they have once a month over at the Grand Terrace Skatingplex. They did some remodeling and stuff like that, and it really looks nice. They've got some really good plans on that. Yes, Chuck. Yep, he was just talking about his monthly theme scrimmage. That's at 8:30. That's coming up. Once we're done here, you can go get to do that. But, that's always nice. They always have a nice open theme scrimmage. So kind of really interesting to see how the Inland Empire Derby Divas are going to do, because they do have the Heartbreakers and the Divas. Divas are their charter team and stuff, so it's really nice to see that. They've got some really good coaching staff coming in, so that's what's really nice. Speaking of coaching staffs, you do have some new coaches coming into the Foothill Foxy Flyers. That's always a great thing to see. That's Rack Pack Rebel. He's one of the new coaches and stuff, so congrats out to that. So you have just a lot of things going on. Renegade, over at the Renegade portion of it, you had the LA Renegades. They had their skate-a-thon on Saturday, and amazing what they did as far as how many laps they put in and stuff like that. I think Littlefoot, she broke her record. I think she had like 900 laps or something like that. Chuck, do you remember? I know you talked about that earlier tonight, that Littlefoot had like 900 and stuff. But if you want to help out a good cause, go down there, check their Facebook page and stuff like that. I know they have a doubleheader coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So you've got that going on. This weekend, I'll actually be at Bakersfield. Bakersfield is taking on the Liberators. Oh, 917. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate that. But yeah, I'll be over with the Bakersfield Diamond Divas. They have a doubleheader. They're taking on the Ledford Liberators, and then their juniors are taking on the Rascals. That's the Liberators junior. But so that's what you got going on. But if you've got any questions or concerns or anything, please let us know. Give us a shout out, a message. Please let us know if you working out. We got some new cameras and stuff. Make sure we have you can hear us all right, and you can let us know where you're watching us from. I would really appreciate that. But what we want to do tonight is, since it's the last thing of the month, we want to introduce things I like. This is kind of a little segment. CJ and I have been talking about that for a little bit, as far as I come across things. Now, I am not an active skater myself. I used to skate a long time ago, but I no longer skate. But I do really like to get people's inputs and stuff.
So this is a part of the show where you would bring up a new like logo or something.
Yes, bring up a new logo, get a new stuff, and
just like boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom. But I actually looked at, was going through some stuff and actually came across a product. And I looked at it, and it was like, boom, just the light bulb went off. So I kind of reached out to the company and said, hey, this is what we do. Can we talk about you? And they were very nice and said, yes, please talk about us. And the product, yes, please talk about us. No, but the product is Derby Ink. It's myderbyink.com. And if you're not familiar with it, let me give you kind of like a rundown of it and why I came across it. So I'm in 7th season right now of Derby. And you've got to put your numbers up on your forearms. So how do we do that? Well, we've been doing that with markers for a long time. But the problem with markers, they stink. Oh gosh, they stink. They stink even worse sometimes than Derby girls. I know a couple of Derby girls out there that stink worse than markers, but we'll just go with that. So you've got that going on. The other problem that you have with markers is you sweat and they run. They smear. And then you've got to reapply it. You've got people, for some reason in roller derby, they want to hit people, and they kind of rub off. So you've got to reapply. You've got to sit there and reapply. So people that came around with those like little neoprene foam little things, the armbands. And, the armbands are good. That helps out stuff. But, if you got arms like I do, little fatty arms, you get this muffin arm thing going on, But the other thing also is you get hit and the thing moves. And then you got to sit there and readjust it and stuff like that. I'm not knocking the product. The product is good. I'm glad it has it out there because you can do other things. But sometimes, too, it's hard to see. So then the other bad thing about the marker itself is, hey, you've got some tattoos. There are some splendid works of art. You don't want to cover that up. Plus, you put a black marker on it, you can't see it. It just kind of like blends in. So what they do is with the Derby ink, it is a vegetable base. It does not have a smell, but it is almost like a temporary tattoo. Please go to their website, take a look at that. It's amazing. We've actually put a couple pictures up on our website, our Facebook page. But what's really nice about it is their larger print. They're a larger number. They come in black and white, and it's a temporary tattoo. And you just purchase per the letter and put it on. Easy to put on, almost like growing up when I was a kid. You would go to the little quarter machine and get those temporary tattoos. I love those things. Those worked out. But with this, it goes right on your arm, and it stays. You put it in there, and it stays, and you can wash it off. You can, use rubbing alcohol, or you can use some other things to take care of that. But what I really like about it is they're big. You could easily see it. They come in both black and white, and they don't move. They don't move whatsoever. The selling point for me on it was the video that they did. I do not know which RollerCon it was, but for your skaters who like skating at RollerCon, think about this. Wednesday to Sunday, you skate. There's people that skate 4 or 5 games a day. So let's just say 3 games a day. Okay, you skated 3 games a day, and they showed this. The lady showed her, the skater showed her their numbers each day, and there was very little difference from day 1 to day 5. So that was kind of sold it on me. But I have a challenge for you. And here's what I want to do, okay? For any team out there, any team, you let me know. I need your name. You give me the email addresses for your skaters. And what I will go ahead and do is I will go ahead and purchase the numbers myself and send them to you. You take them out on a tournament, you take them out on a game, a doubleheader would be great, something like that. And then you let me know what's going on. And then we can talk about it. And it's great research back for Derby Inc. Derby Inc., let's talk about how they started. Derby Inc. started, the founder is a skater themselves. They skated with, skated from Arizona. They were actually with the ferocious truck stop waitresses. I love that group. We talked about that, CJ, we talked about that over at the, when they had the state championships on how much my dad was a long haul trucker, so we grew up, you know, going to truck stops and stuff, and just the furious truck stop waitresses was fun. So that's what they did. They came up with that, and they have it in it. They talked about how easy it is to put on. You just clean it off, make sure it's there, place it. It's really good to have another person help you, like your dirty wife help you out. And they recommend if you have more than one number, you place one number first on one side, another number on the other side, and then go back and forth, let it dry. But easy to take off. So this is something I recommend. I would really recommend it because I think it's really great. Oh, nope. Sorry. We're trying to give you some pictures.
Sensitive touchscreens.
Sensitive touchscreens. So let's see if we got it. There. Look at that. Is that like awesome or what? Okay, so you can see it. Let me give it over here. Sorry about the glare, but that's how it works out. I mean, you've got a tattoo there. You've got the numbers there. It is phenomenal, and it's easy to put. And that, as you see it right there, that stays on for days if you don't wash it off or if you don't remove it. But it is it's very easy to use. Again, I recommend it. So again, the challenge for anybody out there. That team gives me the emails. Let me know. Talk to me, and I'll give you more information on it. But basically what I want to do, let me know what's going on. I'll purchase it for you out of my own pocket, get that over to you, and then tell me about it. I might even go up to the bout, you know, and talk to it out at the bout, because I'd love to do that. But like I said, I saw this product. I know I'm rambling on, but man, it's pretty cool. I think it's cool. So let me know. I know Pepper from North County Derby Alliance. She uses like a temporary henna tattoo type stuff. So that works out. But again, check it out. It's www.myderbyinc.com. And check that out, see how that goes. You shoot them, let them know Big Poppa sent you, you know. But I'll try to get you. And you can actually contact me here on my Facebook. You can check me out. Just message me right there on Facebook. There's that little instant messenger thing. Just push the button. That's all you have to do. Push the button. Talk to me. You've got that there. Leave a message down here in the comments. I always go through back through it. Hi, Gladdy. How you doing, Gladdy? I love Gladdy. And then Rainbow Warrior. I see Rainbow Warrior. But again, if you're coming in late, for you, Gladdy and Rainbow, challenge out there is contact me. We want to try this out. So give me the email contacts. I'll give you some information and get that taken care of. So really would appreciate that. So that's about it for tonight, but kind of want to run down a couple things that we had talked about. Diamond Mine Throwdown that they had, hosted by the Diamond City Miners. Phenomenal tournament, really liked it. They had both the open and female divisions. That was really good. Again, they had another one coming up with Los Anarchists is another one. They actually have one coming up in March, and the other one is in April. April, you really want to, well, both of you want to be there, but April, put that into your calendar because that's the Tournament of Champions that's hosted by Los Anarchists. And you're going to have like the top 10 teams junior teams in the world coming to this thing, so check that out. Sin City Junior Rollers this last Saturday, they had their round robin that went really well. You had the Sin City Junior Rollers, the Los Anarchists, and the Duke City Marionettes out of Albuquerque was there. Winetown was victorious over San Diego. Golden State Heat had their hometown showcase, their home team showcase. That was really neat. Full roster of skaters for skating out there, so that's really cool. I can't wait to see what else happens out there. Also, you had the IEDD. They had an open scrimmage for the Vixens taking on Prison City and Coachella Valley. Very good showcase for both of those teams. They're new skaters out there, so that's what's really good. This weekend, again, I'll be up in Bakersfield at the Diamond Divas are taking on the Ledford Liberators, and then the juniors, Diamond City Miners, they're taking on the Little Rascals, so be sure to check that out. Also, what I'll be doing is tomorrow I'll be posting more of the schedules of upcoming events up on our Facebook page, getting that taken care of. Also, we are broadcasting, doing simultaneous back and forth with Facebook and YouTube. So just to let you know where we really want to be going to is we really want to be going to building our webpage, to the Derbyverse.com webpage, giving you more information, more things to go on to that, talk more about Derby. But we also want to really push into YouTube more. I think that's a better platform all the way around, and get that taken care of. We'll have some more challenges coming up for the teams and stuff like that. We are going to be focusing on 2 teams, or actually 3 teams this year. We will be covering every other team out there, no doubt that. But we just want to follow closely on a couple teams. First team is the Inland Empire Derby Divas. We're going to be following them. They are new they just got their full membership, so that's really great for WFTDA. I want to see how they move. They've got some new coaching staff in there and stuff like that, so that would be really nice to see how on that goes. We will also be covering the West Coast Junior Knockouts. Now, that's going to be both. They've got 4 teams. They've got the West Coast Derby Knockouts, the TKOs, the Uppercuts. They also have 2 junior divisions, both the TKOs and the Uppercuts. So we're going to be following them. Another team we're going to be following, why? Because they are fargan awesome, and that's Los Anarchists. Junior Derby, you have the LA Revolt and the Los Anarchists. Really good derby, following more of that. Plus, they've got a nice facility, the Anarchy Hall, great staff out there, so that'll be another team that we'll be following. But if you want us to follow your team, it's real simple. Let us know. Just put it in a comment. Reach out to me. Talk to me. If I'm at an event, say, hey, Big Poppa, hey, can you follow us? But we want to make sure that we're open and talking about everything. So again, with that, make sure that you got what we've got going on. See everything we are. If you're at an event with us, say hi. Because we are a very talkative bunch here. So, but again, I want to thank you very much for checking in with us, and we'll be following more, posting more, and doing more little live shots as we go along. And as always, keep your friends close and your enemies within 20 feet of the pack. And you guys have a great night.